Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to this is Heidelberg versus John Brown University. My name is Cody Smith, and I'm here with my co-host,
Noah Robinson. All right, guys. So today we have Super Smash Brothers. So currently, the rules are is each team has a stock score of 12 and 12 per round. First one to lose all 12 stocks loses that round, and it's a best of 3 matchup. Cody, how are we feeling going into this matchup?
I'm feeling pretty good about this matchup already. I mean, I'm seeing some incredible gameplay by what I believe is Alex, right?
Yeah.
Is getting that correctly?
Yep. It's Alex. Currently putting in some work right now, and already have John Brown at 107%, 124% right on the edge there.
And I gotta say, I mean, that King K rule here. It's not. Ooh, and he's out.
Already starting off the match really good, not even kicking off the match right there. Alex really putting the diamond pickaxe in the sword.
One with the full diamond setup.
Oh, that is
the mic.
Such an overpowered move in my opinion is that minecart. Really travesty keeps him off the edge. You can't really do nothing until we're about halfway down, almost to the blast.
Yeah, and I gotta say, to my knowledge, I mean, Mike, if
close matchup here is King K knocks Alex off the map. What were you saying again? I'm sorry for interrupting.
Yeah, no, I feel like Minecraft, like having them in Smash, is really cool, but it to me, all of them's kind of fun. Like, you have the ability to the ability to craft weapons. I mean, yeah, that's what Minecraft is about. But to me, it seems like I would say a really good character. Wouldn't you agree?
I would say it's a really cool concept, you know, really branching out from just the no games. I know there's multiple others, but I know it's. I feel like partnering with Mojang there and getting some of the characters on there is really cool, really good idea for branching out as Alex. Again, we're having a close matchup here, really. You know, K really bouncing back in the first round, as they're now 96 to 97%, 113% for John Brown, going off the map.
Yeah, and like you said, Noah, I like that this is a close match. You know, it's not like an overpowered. The type of matches I like are when the opponents are relatively. You know, it's not like overwhelming.
Keeps things interesting, you know? Yeah, keep everybody on their field as Alex. Yeah. Really cool, interesting cannonball by King K, you know? I haven't seen anything really like that, but we haven't seen King K. But it's Alex knocks King K right off the map. Shoots out King K.
Shoot with the minecart. Okay. Ooh, and I like the
bonking him on the head with that pickaxe right there.
I like the minecart. Blocking the cannonball with the minecart. I like that counter.
Some really good edge guarding there by Heidelberg. They're just unable to keep King K off the platform.
Definitely playing the aggressor here. I like that Heidelberg's playing a more aggressive game. They're not being afraid to back down.
King K knocks Alex off the match. That is a loss for Heidelberg. We're still on round 1 here as we're looking for an exciting matchup here. We'll be right back, folks. we have D-Dog versus John Brown right now from Heidelberg University. Currently stock score is 9-10. Suffering kind of a loss there in that last round, but really close matchup. You know, I really think that we've seen some big improvements from Heidelberg's team. What do you think, Cody?
Yeah, definitely. And like we said, that last match was really close. King K. Rool right now, whoever's playing King K. Rool is on the edge right now. And as you see, we got Heidelberg here playing Pyro Motha against K. Rool. And I gotta say, I think this should be a very quick match. I don't expect it to take long, although if K. Rool puts up a good fight, you never know.
You know, looks like so far K. Rool has been a really good match for him. I think, you know, D-Dog's just kind of getting warmed up. You know, he's first match of the day for him. So, you know, let's give him some time to get warmed up here as he gets knocked off the map there at 86%, but makes his way back onto the stage. D-Dog really putting in some work now against K. Rool as K. Rool's now up to 63%. D-Dog at 86. Belly bumps him right off to the map, but finding his way back onto the stage.
For the folks at home, our score is 9-10, with Heidelberg at 9 and John Brown at 10.
Man, good upward aerial. I don't know if that would be considered an upward aerial, but it's just a good upward attack by K. Rool there, getting him out of the blast zone. All Heidelberg needs right now is one good hit off the map, and that'll be it for this round. Not this round, but this match.
I think the goal is to try and end off a solid hit. Because he's in the peak.
I don't say good edge right here. Like,
Oh, knocks K. Rool right off the map. Good there. Good hit by D-Dog. Good edge guarding there. I can't wait to see how the rest of this
day goes for D-Dog, and we will be right back, folks.
My name is Cody Smith, and the Super Smash Bros. And so far the stock score like 8-9, with Heidelberg at 8 and John Brown at 9.
Heidelberg taking a hit there for the stocks because they won last round for the folks who are just tuning in. As the battle gets going, Cody, what can you tell me? I know you've played a little more Smash in your days. What characters are we looking at here?
It looks like we're looking at Cloud here, and Pyra and Mithra would be my best guess.
Do you know any of their Super Smash, like their how do I say this, their special abilities at all?
I can't say I do. I haven't played with them personally, so I can't get my insight on them. But I do know from their respective universe and games they're pretty powerful. If I'm remembering correctly, Cloud is from Final Fantasy. If I'm remembering my lore correctly.
D-Dog taking a bit of a hit there, but able to block it with the shield on that time, as it's still kind of just kind of creating distance there on that percentage with from John Brown, as it's now at 54% to 116.
And it seems to be a battle of the sword fighters here. This seems to be a one-on-one melee battle we have going on here.
You know, stuff like this, especially with the sword fighters, is that they keep it up close. You know, unless like you have like those characters like Min Min who keep that distance. They have the ability to. These characters, these swords, people that don't have like magic or anything, they keep it up close. You know, they don't really like to move away from each other. And if Heidelberg takes a hit there, now 3-1 in the stock score.
The score is currently 2-9, with Heidelberg with 7, with John Brown at 9.
Good hit there by, that was Heidelberg? Yeah, I'm gonna get lost because I'm moving so fast, you know?
Oh no, it's
really,
okay.
This is a really fast-paced game. Heidelberg takes some hits there now, as at 108% for John Brown and 80% for Heidelberg. Putting in a good hit there as he knocks John Brown off the map there. D-Dog really working right now, man.
I mean, D-Dog really, you know, he knows he got to put in work. You know, after the last match, he knocked out K-Roll. Now he's got a one-on-one sword fight here with Cloud.
Really cool stocks to 8. It's a really good start compared to what we've seen in the past with Heidelberg. We've had close games with them, but, you know, I'm really starting to see some improvement with them right now.
Yeah, and like you said, you know, I'm liking this game. You know, I don't know about you, but when we first started shoutcasting, I could definitely see the difference in the players in the game. I think as we spoke about, if it was last stream that we were shoutcasting for, but the improvement we're starting to see over time, they were taking off the bit of the rust here.
I think exactly that's what we're seeing right now. Like you said, kind of just trying to shake off that rust. We're starting to gradually get
D-Dog
better
here
technically.
juggling
As
Cloud
D-Dog
right now.
really good at some good hits right now.
Playing it carefully.
D-Dog knocks it right off the map, folks. We are in for a good game right here. Stock score 7-7, keeping it really close here. As John Brown knocks D-Dog off the map. D-Dog going for a big hit there. Knocked off the map. John Brown trying to edge guard. D-Dog making it right back onto the surface here.
Ooh, I like the hit D-Dog's giving here to Cloud. And it currently is one. Now, whether we win or lose this, it's still going to be a very close match here.
As D-Dog is knocked off the game there, kind of taking the false there, but not a devastating. We are still up here and we're still close.
Yeah.
We will be right back, folks.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Cody Smith, and currently we'll give you the stock score. The stock score is currently 6-7, with Heidelberg at 6 and John Brown at 7. And currently we have Sam over here for Heidelberg and Jonah for John Brown. Noah, what are we looking at here?
Currently we have Sam Show over here playing as Ridley and Jonah playing as Cloud, you said, correct? So we're currently looking at a good, close match as John Brown had to take a 2 stock hits right there for winning the last one. And really looking like, I really think this could be a nice close match as, wow, Sam is really putting in some early work as Jonah from John Brown is already up to 92%.
And Sam better be careful from what we have learned, Noah. Oh, wait, never mind. His meter got knocked out.
Good edge guarding there by Sam here, man. I've really seen some good, as I've said before in the past, some good movement by him, man.
And you gotta say, I mean, it seems like the character really seems... Oh.
Sam with a good match right there, getting Jonah from John Brown off of the battle stage. Folks, we're looking for a good match here today. We will be right back with the next match. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a stock score of 6-6 as we have Sam still in for us playing as Ripley and John Brown playing a new C234 playing as Mark. How are we feeling going to this next match?
And I'm feeling pretty good after we just went this last match. And I gotta say, you know, I'm happy to see Mario. You know, when we're talking about like Super Smash Bros., immediately you think of Nintendo, and we haven't seen much Nintendo when we're characters. And you know, we're getting to see the flagship character Mario again. But it seems like, I won't lie, Mario's getting his butt handed to him right now.
Sam is really putting in some amazing work right now. The edge guard, everything, the aerials. Like a good matchup right now. As John Brown already takes a hit right there.
Mario couldn't seem to recover back to the edge. Like you would he just couldn't.
It's so hard to answer when you have somebody, you know, making you pay for every move that you take. That's what Sam is really doing right now. He's making them pay for every little mistake that he makes. It's really impressive to see him point it out.
Yeah, and after we talk about, you know, it's a good thing like with him having mistakes. Like he can see what the Mario.
Mario takes another hit off the edge. Sam already hugged him. He's really putting in work.
Yeah, and like I was saying, you know, recognizes the pattern. Like he immediately, from the moment the match started, he can see what the Mario is. He knows what Mario's all about, and he's just pummeling him, making sure he can't pull off any moves.
Sam takes a hit there, but man, we are still looking good right now as Sam knocks Mario right off the edge guarding. Mario cannot seem to find his grounding as Sam is making an answer for every move. Mario finally makes it over the stage. Man, really impressive gameplay I'm seeing.
And Sam just doing a back and forth with Mario at this point. But it's not a fair back and forth, ladies and gentlemen, as Sam has not taken 0 damage.
It's like watching, man, that was, what an impressive gameplay right there from Sam.
Flawless victory if I've ever seen one. He wasn't touched a single time in that last run.
It was like watching Mike Tyson hit the beanbag, man. That was such impressive gameplay. We'll be right back with the next matchup, folks.
back, ladies and gentlemen, and I gotta say, it's been an exciting matchup so far, as the star score is 5-3 with Heidelberg at 5, and John Brown at 3. Noah, what type of fight are we looking at here today?
I think we're looking at a really good fight going into this. I mean, Ripley, or Sam, I should say, has really been putting in some work. I mean, that's that last match. I was super impressed. As he just, I wouldn't say it wasn't a complete wipe, because, you know, as we've seen in that last one, Sam get knocked off in that one, but, I mean, honestly, I think Sam has the potential even with, no idea how that works or what just happened, but we'll be right back, folks.
Yeah, right back. Ladies and gentlemen, we apologize for the technical difficulties. In today's match, the star score, if you don't remember, is 5-3 with Heidelberg at 5 and John Brown at 3. Noah, what are we looking at here?
Again, as I said before the technical difficulties, I'm really thinking that Sam has a chance here, you know, even with being one down. You know, as we've seen in the last match, he has those proven skills to really be a clutch player. He's really, really good, it seems to be, with Ripley, and, you know, I'm excited to see what he does this match.
Yeah, and like you said, I mean, Sam is putting in the work. You know, no matter the outcomes of this match, I can truly say Sam has been putting in a lot of work here for Heidelberg.
And Sam with a nice hit driving John Brown's off the map. I mean, really just impressive work by him, but, you know, I think he's found a little bit of his match, you know, both putting in work. Oh, and Sam knocks him right off the map. Say goodbye. Impressive stuff here from Sam.
But Link is also going for a counterattack.
I mean, I think, you know, like I said,
Link's going for the edge guard. Ooh, but Sam makes the recovery back onto the stage.
Good recovery by Sam there. I think, you know, Link's definitely putting in some work right now. I think Sam has to really find his grounding here in order to get on to find his way back. As Sam is knocked off, but, you know, 1-2, I think Sam still has the abilities here, the capabilities to knock Link right off the map. Just needs to find his grounding right now. Link seems to be really good at really impressive edge guarding. As Sam knocks him right off the match, we have a close match, ladies and gentlemen. As Sam knocks Link right off the map. Cody, this is some impressive gameplay from Sam I've seen here.
I can truly say that. I mean, it looks like he was down there for a second. He kind of lost his footing there, but it looks like he's regained it a bit and is now going for it. You know, the Link seem to have been pushing him, but he's pushing right back. And that's what we like to see.
Really impressive as Sam keeping Link off the map, edge guarding him, making it pretty difficult for Link, but Link responds. Link trying to keep Sam from being off of the stage. As Link falls to his death, and that is it for this round, I believe.
Heidelberg takes this round, ladies and gentlemen.
For the first time this year, a really impressive matchup by Sam. Heidelberg takes this round. We will be right back.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is welcome back to Heidelberg Esports. My bad. Sam is currently playing as Kirby and John Brown. What?
I'm really excited to see here. I mean, I'm really interested as why Sam went away from the Ridley gameplay there, as he was doing super well exposing the other two.
Oh, we apologize, ladies and gentlemen. The names have been updated. There's somebody different playing. We apologize. We'll get that sorted out here momentarily. As we continue to look at this match, what's the thing so far?
I'm really seeing some good. I mean, it's really kind of an even matchup right now as let's say Alvarez. Alvarez, my bad. Putting in some work right now. Kirby, you know, it's really. I think it's an even matchup between 74% to 76%. I mean, really close game. I'm liking it. This might be a close game.
Like I said earlier, are cool. Like if one team is better than another, sure, that's fine. But what I like to see is a very close game of teams that are even good or bad, like high or low. I like the close games because to me, the close games are always the most interesting. I get.
If there's people just tuning into the stream right now, we have a stock score of 12 to 12, and currently it's round 2 as Heidelberg leads right now with the best of 3 matchup at 1-0. Kirby putting in some good work right now, but man, John Brown answers right back. Let's see if Kirby can get a good hit, knock John Brown's Jonah off the map.
And like we saw earlier, if I remember correctly,
Hit by it's Alvarez, or I apologize again for butchering the name, folks. Really good work. I mean, not right off pretty early. As soon as Jonah gets back, she answers.
yeah. And like we said earlier, I mean, if you are tuning in, or if you saw earlier from the cloud from what you would call it, John Brown, was putting in some serious work. I mean, if I remember correctly, there was fight that was going on early. The cloud, I won't lie, was putting in some serious work there. So you know, this won't be an easy battle if Heidelberg is to take it. You know, they have to be the aggressor here. Because in that battle, from what I can saw, you know, the cloud was really pushing it. And you know, in order to beat him, you gotta meet him head to head.
I seen there a little bit, Kirby hanging off the edge there, just a little bit, just to see if they can pass, but Kirby takes the fall there, just a little difference, unable to reach the edge there. I mean, really, you see the rest of the team from both sides today. It's been a really cutting battle.
Yeah, and like you said, it's still pretty close. It's going right back into putting in some work.
Heidelberg's going to make a respond here, and
I like that nice little combo Kirby put on Cloud there.
Kirby going through for that, it's like a fire charge, you know, like they charges up and then the fireball. I'm trying to go edge guard here, action, as Cloud is going to 5, but Kirby, never mind, Kirby responds.
I mean, like I said, like a good back and forth. You know, one person attack and they just respond. I mean, it's not. I can't say it's an overwhelming match. It is back here.
John Brown, high percentage right now as Kirby trying to end it all in the match. And John Brown is unable to make it back up from the platform, but Kirby was 76%. Let's see what Kirby can do here.
And you know, I gotta say, I'm liking this fight so far. Kirby is putting in some impressive moves here. You know, I like just going for straight attacks, not going for anything special. As you know, I played a bit of Kirby, and I'm honestly surprised here. I'm not saying like, I know Kirby can like change into other objects and do like a heavy downward attack, and can also gain the powers of enemy combatants here, but they're not going for that, and I think there's a good reason why. Because it kind of puts you at a disadvantage there if you have to stand still and then do these attacks. So I can see why they're just going for straight attacks and not going for anything flat.
Landing some of these power charges, but they get right to the edge as John Brown is trying to edge over here. Kirby back on the stage, but Kirby is able to make it back.
With the blocking counter.
Behind. Kirby misses that power charge, responds with a powerful pick off the map. Kirby trying to edge guard here, misses that powerful charge, trying to bait him into that. But John Brown seems by back on the platform.
Oh! Kirby did the thing.
Kirby making his way back on the platform. Kirby,
come on, Kirby, fly.
Makes it back onto the platform. John Brown responding. Close matchup here. Kirby had almost 150% here. Higher the percentage goes, higher of a chance for a big hit to knock him off the last scene.
And I gotta say, I like Kirby's movement. Good.
John Brown able to knock Kirby off the edge. Not a devastating loss. Right back. Another match.
Gentlemen, and for those of you at home, this is Heidelberg versus John Brown University, and so far, the score is currently 10-9. And talk to us a bit about the players.
You know, we have D-Dog for Heidelberg here and Jonah for John Brown. Really some impressive gameplay by both, as John Brown having to take a few hits there for winning the last match, really putting in Heidelberg in good positioning here, as we can even out the score from 9-9. Man, some really good, impressive hits by D-Dog, but also from John Brown, man. We're seeing kind of a, wow, as a very quick match, as John Brown is unable to make it back onto the platform. Really good game right now for Heidelberg, as it's now 9-9. We will be right back, folks, with another match. we have D-Dog again playing for Heidelberg as Pyro Mithra, and CC234 for John Brown playing as Mario. I'm really excited to see here how this matchup goes. Cody, how are you feeling today?
For Mario for John Brown, and even though Mario's up there, I think, on the other side, I guess the Mario's not doing last match.
Ripley definitely making him pay last match, or Sam, I should say, playing as Ripley, definitely made him pay last match, and pointing out his difficulties as, kind of getting a even matchup here from both sides. Not even an uneven matchup here. Really exciting to see.
And like you said, it seems to be pretty.
I would say so, as Mario gets a hit on D-Dog there, knocking him off the match, but we are still looking good here, as it's a 3-2 stock for this matchup, and I honestly would say we're looking more towards a close range matchup. We're not looking for, like, I think most of today's really good hit. I think we're really looking at some close range, as D-Dog really putting in some work, making Mario pay as Mario flies off the mat. Man, it looks like Jose Ramirez just hit a home run ball, man.
And I gotta say, like you were talking about earlier, I like that.
I think one thing this team really does good in is we're really good at keeping players off the map, and if they make one mistake, I think we've been pretty good at baiting them into getting up. As we've seen from D-Dog there, baiting Mario up and smacking him right off the map out of the blast.
And like you said, in terms of kind of fading and making them think they're gonna make mistakes. I'm liking that. I'm seeing that.
No, it's right here. What were you saying, Cody? I'm sorry to interrupt you there.
Oh no, it's good. I was thinking. I like how Heidelberg.
Some really good shield play by both teams. Kind of bait one or the other, and then as soon as they go for to retaliate, back in that defensive position. Mario kind of hitting an upward aerial there on D-Dog, but now D-Dog off the map, making way back on. Kind of going back and forth with the shields there, kind of playing some defensive, as they're both racking up their high percentage here, as D-Dog knocks Mario right off the map. See you later. D-Dog back. Kind of a close matchup here, seeing if we can close it out here. By D-Dog. Really good sword play. Mario kind of takes a hit there. Rather, Mario kind of pulling close to the shield. As I've talked about in the past, for the ladies and gentlemen at home that don't know, the closer that shield gets diminished, if you hold it for too long, that can knock him into a dazed state and allows the opponent to get a lot of free hits.
Yeah, and like you were talking about, especially that shield. The shield basically can get him himself, but I do see the players. Oh, and that's game, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow, what an impressive gameplay by D-Dog. What do you say?
Yeah, impressive game as Heidelberg takes it. The star score is currently 7-6, and we'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. have D-Dog playing Pyro and Mithra. And for John Brown University, we have King K. No one. I mean, I gotta say, I think this is gonna be, we'll see, honestly. It's gonna be a very interesting match, to say the least. You know, we saw the type of abilities K was capable of. It was a heavy hitter last match as well.
It's going to be a really difficult match here for Heidelberg. We have to take hits there after last round's match. We currently have a stock score of 6-7 here. Heidelberg leading though. Really good, really good. It's really, compared to these past 2 games, I don't think Heidelberg has been in a lead very often. It is really, really good to see here, and I think we've really improved technique-wise. As K-Rool does knock us off the map, though, struggling, but we find our way back on. K-Rool kind of baiting right there from John Brown, but again, man, just a tough matchup there for Heidelberg. But we will be right back, folks, as we have another matchup. Ladies and gentlemen, as we have a close matchup here with Heidelberg and John Brown tied 6-6. We have Andy from John Brown playing as K-Rool and Sam playing as Palutena. As I remember last time, Sam was really the MVP of the last round, as Sam's already putting in major work on K-Rool.
Sam is putting in a nasty move. Sam wasted no time. He saw that 3-2-1 and was like, you know what? I'm ready to go. You know, let's get this party started.
Keeping a fast pace here as he's starting to edge guard a little bit here. Keeping it in the air. K-Rool finds his way back. But man, Sam really just, man,
he's going for the pummel here.
Impressive. K-Rool trying to do that little suction into the gun and then shoot him out. But Sam did not fall for it, did not chase that edge guard there, and is now taking K-Rool off the map.
And you know, I gotta say something. I don't know if you remember, if you're from Valorant, but something that me and Colton, other co-hosts, is about the difference between being passive and you know that we're finding a place out here in Valorant. But for here in this match, I mean, we seem to have it down packed. I mean, Sam seems to be going, not passive, he seems to be going aggressive. You can see him swinging right out the gate here.
I really like the aggressive gameplay by Sam here. As Sam needs to find his footing a little bit, kind of lost it there, but now he's finally regaining it, kind of putting some work against K-Rool again. Really just, I've seen a lot of improvements from this team. What do you think, Cody? I mean, I think we've seen a lot of good improvements from this Heidelberg team.
Yeah, and like I said, the improvement is pretty good. I can also definitely see the improvement here from when we first saw the Palutena game play here from Sam. I mean, I can see the difference from we had a 2 magic user battle with play, and you know, you can definitely tell the difference. He's definitely putting in a lot more work, and instead of just using range attacks, I don't know if you noticed, but he actually went up close there for a bit.
Sam kind of self-destructs there, wasn't able to make it back onto the platform there. apologize. And, you know, but really trying to start to find his footing and making people start to pay for it. Really enjoying this aggressive gameplay, man.
Sam hey, for his transgression, ladies and gentlemen.
You know, as I compared to before, it's like watching Mike Tyson in the speed bag, but it's also like Mike Tyson just working in and, you know, keeping that peekaboo offense, you know, staying really aggressive.
And I gotta say, I'm loving the combo. You know, yeah, like we said, we can see the difference in gameplay here, and I like that even though Sam here is using a long-range character, Sam is going for the up close. You know, even though it's a long-range character, he's still not afraid to just jump in and just go straight forward. I'm liking that.
I think what I'm reading through him is he knows when he has to stay far away and he knows when to stay up close. As you see when he's baiting that King Rule to get on, as Sam with a major hit, like King Rule off of the map. Great gameplay there. I mean, I'm really excited to see how next match goes for Sam, as we will be right back.
And I gotta say, I'm looking forward to this match personally. We have Sam as our team, which I have to say, he's been putting on an impressive match. But the stock score currently, ladies and gentlemen, for the folks at home, is 5-3 with Heidelberg with 5 and John Brown at 3. Noah, what are we looking forward to in this match?
Well, currently we have Strike back in for John Brown playing as Link, and I'm really excited to see how this goes. You know, this could very possibly be the end of this game, and could possibly give Heidelberg its first win on the season. As Sam really put in some good work here.
And like we said earlier, if I remember correctly, Sam also went against his Link earlier, even though he was using his character. So he knows what to expect here out of him. He knows his play style, and you know, it's kind of like a routine. You know, he's just kind of going through it.
Really impressive gameplay here, as it's now 2-2 with minimal damage taken to Sam right here, but now starting to get some by John Brown. He's forward with the match. Come on, Sam, we got this. Good. Really making that Link pay. Finding his grounding here.
Yeah, and I like this. He's playing passive at the same time. You know, he's not trying to make any big mistakes. You know, even when it's getting close, Sam is getting close. And I'm liking that game. He's playing smart. He knows he's close to victory here, but you know, you don't want to make any last minute mistakes that make it.
Looks like that was a really good thing off the advantage a while ago by Sam there when he was pushing it up the platform. And he's right above him. Sam exits out of that shield and blasts him up, and that's what I'm talking about. You need these baits, you know. It's really, you know, fade to catch him off guard because of the right hook, you know, an unexpected right hook. And Sam is really making some good work of an upward aerial right there. Out of the blast zone. Wow, we're looking at a 2-1 matchup. This could be the end and could be the first win for Heidelberg on the season.
Ladies and gentlemen, currently the characters on one life. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what I like to call the 1v1. Or, you know, you gotta finish strong. As my coach likes to say at the end of practice, you gotta finish strong.
Really good hits by Sam. Oh, Sam making the way back up the platform. Wow, really impressive here. Sam with a nice kick there and on the middle of the platform. Really putting some more high percentage for John Brown. This could very well be the end.
Ladies and gentlemen, I won't lie, this is a matchup for who wants it more. Ladies. We're at the edge here, but that doesn't say that John Brown can't come back. But Sam, I gotta say, he's putting in the work. You know, he knows what he's going after, and
uneventful! Heidelberg wins! Heidelberg wins! The first win on the season for the Smash Brothers team! Really impressive right there. That is what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking about, baby!
We will see you folks right back for the interviews of these players. Wow, really good movement, good gameplay, good everything for Heidelberg right there. Really impressive.
Test.
Back, ladies and gentlemen. Today I have now with me Sam Miller, or Sam Show, and I'd say with a team, even though it is a team effort, I'd have to say the MVP of today's game. Sam, what is the changes that the team has made, or maybe like is there like a mindset change that went into today's game that led to today's win?
Um, Honestly, I think one thing that helped with today's game was that we went into it with more of like a growth mindset, where we go into these games on Monday nights with kind of the mentality that we can experiment a little bit here, and because these are not our wet games, which are like our main games, like that's our main focus of competition. But these games, we can use them for practice, and so there's like less pressure, I feel. And when we're focusing on just playing our best and trying to like work on things, sometimes things just start to come together. And then on a night like tonight, that's what happened.
Like it, I like it. I've seen you use a multitude of characters. What would you say is your favorite and why?
So like console, I like playing Ridley the most. I played it first today. That's just kind of where I have the most fun. I also play a lot of Palutena just because of the versatility there. Um, but yeah, when it comes to just like fun factor, definitely Ridley.
I like it. I like it. And a final question here before we switch over to D-Dog and Cody. Um, in your off time, besides Smash, what is another game that you play?
Ooh, there's a lot of options that I could pick from there, but I would have to say Call of Duty Zombies is one thing that like I always go back to. That's across like multiple different Call of Duty games, but especially Black Ops 3. I go back to that pretty frequently.
Valid choice, valid option. All right,
Oh yeah, right now it's 2XKO. That's a newer game that's coming out, a fighting game from Riot, the developers of Valorant and League of Legends, which are also two big esports titles. So
already, already, Coach. Already, folks. We would like to switch over now to Cody and D-Dog.
have you played 3 Zombies?
Yes, I like Kim's way better.
Okay, I haven't played
Everyone says people play two zombies. It's just
That's what everyone says.
Thank you. Theme music that's going on.
You can get rid of the last name. Yeah. That's why I said you could get rid of the last name.
Okay.
Because it wasn't fitting. He made it
Okay.
fit.
It sounds like an English film. Like
It's that's where you hear Christopher Columbus's brother. He didn't have Columbus. It was Bartholomew.
that's what it's supposed to be.
I can't remember his actual name, but you'll hear it's Christopher Columbus's brother, and it's Bartholomew. I can't remember what he did because you learned that more in elementary school.
I know.
Yeah,
There's obviously, I guess.
already.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Cody Smith. I'm here with D-Dog here, and we're doing a bit of an interview here today. And I want to ask you, D-Dog, how do you think you've, I guess, improved your performance, throughout these games?
So definitely, today was an improvement. I was actually feeling it today and a lot better with just my movement, combos, things just going my way, especially with Pyra, which is my more heavy hitter character. She does more damage than Mithra, and everything was just going my way. Like I kind of just sat back and relaxed more and let them come to me instead of me come to them.
Yeah, and I gotta ask, what made you? I mean, because you seem to like playing Pyramithra. What got you into playing Pyramithra in the first place?
Just played Aegis or Pyramithra once and just fell in love with the character because I used to main Ike. Ike is my secondary.
Hmm.
I love Ike to death, but I like Aegis or Pyramithra just a little bit better.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I'll ask the same question Noah did. What would you, apart outside of Smash, what is a favorite game you have, or something you like to play in your off time?
Pokemon is definitely one of my favorite ones to play in my off time. I also play Call of Duty, Marvel Rivals, just a little bit of everything.
Yeah. Well,
Any other questions for me?
no, that's all I got for you.
All right.
Oh, and before we go, we have a Valorant game here tomorrow. I believe at 8, correct?
Yes.
All right. Yeah, try and. Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah,
we'll see
it's
something. Stay tuned for tomorrow's match because we'll see something maybe.
yeah,
I'm
it's gonna
interested.
be a very interesting match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, I actually might tune in for Valorant's match tomorrow. Coach knows why I'm gonna tune in.
I'm more curiosity than anything.